Good morning, my fellow family, friends, and colleagues. This is your girl, Dr. Charity, aka the Queen of Divas, and I'm here to give you your weekly encouragement on this gorgeous, beautiful day, last Sunday in June. And it's just lovely. I saw the most beautiful thing that reminded me of how lovely not only is our present, but our future. There was the biggest rainbow that I think I've ever seen in a day of my life that came because it was raining while the sun was brightly shining on yesterday. And my mother had me and my son come out there and look at it, and it was just sitting there. You can see all the colors of the rainbow lined up, stretched across my whole entire house. And I said, man, would you look at God and look at the blessings and the overflow of blessings from one end to the other. Just an overflow. And that's what you have when you believe on what God has in store. Just trust and believe that indeed that which you're working toward, that which you're working for, that which you desire, and that which you deserve is yours, and is yours right now. Well, today I am going to give you just for a few minutes. It may seem like a little repetitive again, but something hit me on yesterday morning. And I don't know who this is for. I know it's for myself as well. I'm going to take this in for myself. But somebody out there needs another power, weekly encouragement, another power motivator of a weekly encouragement. And today is the day. If I had to give it a title today, it would be to accept the future, not the fear. Let me repeat that for you so you can comprehend. Accept the future, not the fear. Well, what do you mean by accept the future? I mean, the future's going to happen, Dr. Charity. What are you talking about? I'm glad you asked. I'm going to elaborate on that just for a few minutes for you. See, as a human being, and us as many human beings do, we see what is lies ahead a lot of times, the opportunity that lies ahead, and what may be lying ahead on this journey. Whether it's something we want or something we may not have planned for. But we thought, hey, we could try. But the closer we sometimes get to that opportunity, we start to retract and say, ooh, I don't know about that. Ooh, I'm not too sure if I want to do that right now. Now that I think about it, there might not even, what if I do it? The what ifs come in. As Joel Osteen called it, it's the negative thoughts. The what ifs come in and starts dwindling in your head. This might not be right. You gonna look crazy. What if they don't like you? What if you ain't successful? What you gonna do after it fails? And that's where I'm coming in at. To tell you today, regardless of what the what if says and the negative thoughts that come into your mind says, do not accept that. Accept what you see and what lies ahead. Whatever God has said, whatever you see in the future, even whatever you believe and feel for your future, receive it and believe it and go for it. Do not let any negative thought come in, because a lot of times that's what happens. The negative thought comes in, the what if comes in, and before you know it, you end up contemplating something that already had the covering of God over it, and you end up contemplating and not doing it and delaying your own self from seeing what's on the other side. And it had your name on it. It's a blessing with your name on it. The only thing God is saying is, are you ready? Because, you're going to have to do something. It's going to take a little work, but it's yours. All you got to do is do the work. Whether you're going to get it is not the question. It's whether you're going to work for it. But that's where a lot of times fear comes in. And when the fear comes, we accept the fear over accepting what our bright future is. I know exactly how you feel. If you want to know where I'm coming from, personally, I had a rude awakening yesterday morning in a dream, showing me a building, a nice building. I went to go see somebody. I went to go retrieve something that was meant for me, which resembled a husband. But I came back and something told me to go somewhere else with my son. So I went to a place, and in the dream, there was this building, and people were lined outside. I went to the building, looked around, saw that everybody was evacuated. There was a whole crew of people that I knew sitting on the lawn, just sitting out there, just fellowshipping, communicating, talking with one another, spending time with one another. It was like a family reunion outside on the lawn. And when I went out there with my father, to sit with my father and my son, I noticed that the building, pieces of the building, start to demolish, start to collapse off. But what happened was nobody was scared because everybody was evacuated from the building. Nobody was scared. Nobody was wondering. It wasn't a trauma. It was a traumatic sight to see the building demolished, but everybody really was there watching. So I went to another building, a newer building, to be with some other supporters, and we were just sitting there with my son. But the building started to move like a roller coaster. The other people, though, were just as smooth and at ease and telling me to calm down. I was the only one freaking out. I was the only one having a fit. And the more I had a fit, the more the building moved. They were sturdy, but I was moving. The Spirit told me, when I did my research, that dream was basically telling you it is now time. As I told you when I got my diploma, when I graduated, the Spirit said there's one chapter closed and a new beginning, a new chapter open. Whatever happens before you had this diploma is nothing but memories. You cannot go back there and retreat or redo. That's over. You can go back and reflect, but other than that, you can't do nothing because it's time for the next chapter. Time to move on to the next level. And that's what the dream resembled. Watching the old break down and move on to newer and better for yourself. But the movement of me moving and feeling scared was the fear, because I didn't want to leave that building. I was the only one that was looking at it thinking something was bad happening, even though I knew it wasn't bad, because a part of me still didn't want to let go of this old experience. So today, that dream right there is for anybody out there who knows where they're going, who sees where they're going, knows where God is taking, and knows where your dreams are taking you. But if you're contemplating whether or not to accept the future or the fear, take my dream that I had, that I just shared today, and take it to heart and say, I'm going to do it. Regardless how scary it may or fearful it may feel, I'm doing it regardless, because guess what? I'm not going to let the fear cheat me out of my future. Today, I want you to accept the future. Don't accept the fear. Put your foot down and don't let no negative what if come into your mind and hold you back from receiving your brightest future, which is right here, right in front of you, right now. The only thing you got to do is accept and work. Don't let nothing hold you back. I'm not just speaking to you today, I'm speaking to myself. Because there are things that I see myself doing, things other folks told me I will be doing. But there's one thing that's holding me back, is making me say, but I'm used to doing this for so long. I'm scared to do something new. But if you want to see the more glory, the more blessings, and the more of the overflow, you got to go up to the next level. You can't stay down where you are and see better and better. Never gonna work that way. So today, I want you to accept the future, not the fear. Accept your future today. Starting, beginning today, not the fear that's holding you back. Well, that is all I have for you today. But tune in next week to another weekly encouragement with your girl, Dr. Charity, a.k.a. Queen of Divas. Subscribe to Lady Superwoman on YouTube for all of your weekly encouragement. And know that I love and appreciate every last one of you. I love you. Enjoy the rest of your day. And remember, accept the future, not the fear. Because your future is brighter right now. I love you. Bye-bye.